All right, so Majeed, sorry to cut you short. For want of time, let's talk to one of the people in the know and also one of the persons rooting for an Oshibajo presidency. We have been joined by engineer Michael Oluwagbemi, APC Chieftain, Oshibajo Grassroots Organization, OGA. Good morning, engineer.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on Inside Nigeria this morning on Leadership Television.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me once again.
All right, engineer, you are close to Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, and you are also a member or a trustee of the Oshibajo Grassroots Organization, one of the platforms rooting for Oshibajo presidency come 2023. Now, we have seen what happened yesterday. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a national leader of the party, has come out to tell Nigerians and even the president, who is the main leader of the party, that he will be running for the presidency 2023. What do you think this poses for the chances of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to say that indeed, any affair regarding the nomination of a flag bearer for a great party is a family affair. Every one of us in the All Progressive Congress, we are one family. Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu is a legend within our party. He's our leader. And it's a man that we all look very much up to when we entered the field of politics. Some of us were inspired from a very young age by his courage to stand against conservative control of the federal and central government of Nigeria when he stood up to General Oluwagbemi Obasanjo in 2006, 2007, when local government funds were seized for Lagos. So we, by no means, in any case, we have to remember that this is one family. At the end of the day, our hope is that the best man that is most suitable for the job is chosen by the All Progressive Congress and even most suitable for our party. And that is why we are rooting for the vice president. The vice president, of course, is a man of many parts. He's a man also of a long history, serving first as a personal assistant to the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, back in the 90s. And that is where he started cutting his political teeth. And has risen, serving as the Commissioner for Justice for the Lagos State, fighting for the people of Lagos in the court against the dictatorial tendencies of General Obasanjo related to the same forms I talked about under Asiwaju Tinubu. And later on being chosen for various functions as the party or Progressive Congress was being formed. And ultimately he was seen as someone who was suitable to be the number 2 man to lead the charge against the PDP in 2015, and thus emerging as the vice president of this beautiful country that we call Nigeria. So I do not think the declaration of Asiwaju in any way threatens the candidacy of the vice president. In fact, I think it boosts the candidacy of the vice president. The reality is that the vice president is someone that is destined for this position. Is someone that has been mentored for this position. Is of everybody that has been mentioned in this, the only one person that has understudied General Buhari, the President Buhari, the president that has been in office for 8 years and who has been carrying the flag of this party proudly. And that only one person is Vice President Osinbajo. And I think that it is only makes sense. It is only logical that is the one that will continue with that legacy. So I do not think that the declaration by Asiwaju, which is a legitimate declaration, he said he has a personal ambition, and that is fine. But I'm sure that the next president of Nigeria should be focused on Nigerians, not on himself, and that is the vice president.
All right, Engineer Oluwagbemi, let me ask you a point-blank question. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, is he still a member of the Tinubu political dynasty or family, as the case may be?
I've not seen any registration document for any organization called Tinubu Political Family or Tinubu Dynasty. The Asiwaju Tinubu himself is a product of long years of mentorship. You have to remember, he was a senator of the Federal Republic, standing many feet behind the then presidential candidate MP Abiola in 1992 and 1993. And he then later rose up to become a governor of Lagos, one state out of 36, to include the FCT 37, before he then became a national leader of our party. Every man is destined to take his own path. The path of the vice president has been destined to go through the path of Asiwaju. As I clearly mentioned, it's someone who is married to the granddaughter of the political scion of Yoruba land, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. So naturally, he already has a proud political heritage from day one. And then he went on to serve as a special assistant to Bola Ahmed, the AGF of the Federation, who also played his role in mentoring. And then he served in office as a commissioner under the government of Lagos. And naturally, there was an opportunity to serve the people of Lagos, and he served honorably and meritably well. And I think it's important to understand that this part, by no means, so is he a member of the Bola Ahmed political family, or is he a member of the Awolowo political family? Awolowo, by no means, it's still very impossible to match the Awolowo political name in Yoruba land or even Nigeria today. Someone who served not just as the premier of the Western region of Nigeria, but also served as the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria during the Civil War, and was instrumental to bringing this country out of as a united, debt-free country in 1970 from the Civil War. So I don't know whether you want to call him a member of the Awolowo political family, and I don't know whether you want to call him a member of the Onoguruwa family or the member of the Tinubu family. But by all means, he's the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and a member of the All Progressive Congress and a strong follower and a mentee of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. I think that's fine by us.
All right, Engineer Oluwagbemi, you deny the existence of Tinubu political family. Okay, let me ask you this other question. I know that over time, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu built a political, dynasty. He has governors as followers, members of National Assembly, across the country. So, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, let's talk about his political capital. Tell us about his political capital. I just told you about that of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I know he has governors, followers, National Assembly members as followers, and the rest of them cutting across the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. So tell us about the political capital of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo.
Oh, my brother.
How much political capital?
Vice President Osinbajo, political capital is derived from the people of Nigeria. He's the vice president of all Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians. There's no bigger political capital than that. He is the man that is leading in partnership with the president, 200 million people, the richest black nation on earth, the biggest economy in Africa. And by no means, he's led the political and the economic leadership of this country, leading the Nigerian Economic Council, helping to bring out the country from 2 recessions, leading first the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, and later the COVID-19 ESA plan, helping to lead the Poverty Reduction Council, helping to lead the power sector reform, I can go on and on, instituting a national social investment program. So this man's capital is not derived from a narrow political family. He's the leader of all Nigerians. And I think Nigerians recognize that. Instinctively, when they see the vice president, most Nigerians are just happy. Most Nigerians are happy to support him. Most Nigerians are happy to have him. And if you ask, do a poll, and you can feel free, you're a leadership newspaper, you can commission a poll today. The most popular politician, bar none, that is likely going to be on the ticket next time around. That is not President Buhari, is Vice President Osinbajo. And there's a reason why. He has a record of performance. He has a record of doing what he says he's going to do. He brought food to the table of 10 million hungry Nigerian children through the National Feeding Program. He was able to give loans through the leadership of the president to 2.5 million Nigerian businesses through the COVID-19 package. This man has a record of delivery. And Nigerians are not going to bet their horse on anyone that is just making promises, either for their political ambition, their personal ambition, or based on a track record that is maybe 20 years old. We want someone that is ready, warm, and ready to go. And I think everybody understands that the vice president is a winner any day, anywhere. Whether it's in Nigeria, from the marshland of the Niger Delta to the rolling hills of Ikiti, or the plains of Mambila, you can be sure the vice president is as popular as he is in Kebbi, as he is popular in the IDP camps of Borno State.
All right, finally, Engineer Oluwagbemi, just last week, the president disclosed in an interview with a television station that he will not disclose the identity of his preferred candidate for the 2020 presidency for security reasons. Now, in your camp, do you believe that preferred candidate is Vice President Yemi Osinbajo or not?
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think the president will think somebody that is already publicly declared needs his identity protected. It's clear that the person that is protecting his identity is the person that it has not declared. It's very clear to me that it will be a failure if I think about it for you to mentor somebody for 8 years and then think the person is not able and capable to succeed you. That was the number one failure of the Obasanjo presidency in 2007, and I don't think the president will make the same mistake.
All right, Oluwagbemi, in the event Vice President Osinbajo declined contesting against his former political godfather, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what will happen to your groups? Will you be happy with him, or you find an alternative way for him to contest? Like some persons saying they will take some persons to court to compel them to contest election. Is that necessary?
There will be no need to do that. There will be no need to do that. I can tell you the vice president is the man of the people. The vice president is the man that listens to his own people. Like I said, he's a leader of 200 million plus Nigeria. He collates that ticket, which Nigerians gave their mandate to in 2015 and 2019. So he's not somebody that is going to take his cue from his people and is going to do what his people want. He cannot fail his people at the most important moment, at a trying moment for the country and for the world. We need the vice president. We need a capable hand. We need a tried and tested hand. We need somebody that has led the nation, not led 1/6 of one ethnic group. We need somebody that has led the entire 350 ethnic groups of Nigeria, and that's person the vice president.
Well, many thanks to you, Engineer Michael Oluwagbemi, APC Chieftain and member of Board of Trustee of Asiwaju Grassroots organization. We hope to see more of you when you arise on this show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. All right, you had it. Spoken politician. He belongs to Asiwaju group, and he has made his point very, very clear. You understand? Not too far from what you said, that we can only keep our fingers crossed and see what we think at the end of the day.
He's only being a politician. He's being dodgy because some of the issues.
He's been dodgy.
Yeah, the Nigerian politics is not politics of destiny or candidates. Where authorities are seen to become king. It's a brutal place. It's a place of real politics. And President Muhammad Buhari led the lesson very, very happy for 3 years in a row. He did the old 12 billion vote and he didn't get it. Because if I can play your mind back to the interview by the Bachelor for my secretary to the government, who said it clearly that they are the fanatics of their peers, the identity, but they realize that election, the convention in Lagos, they're not going to get it unless someone gave that assurance. And that person came in from
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Buhari's 12 million votes, couldn't do it. Marrying to there is no award for the speaker honesty. To stop. Because so if you say by virtue of
he denied the existence of a family. There's nothing like that. Everybody's on his own. Do you believe that?
Yeah, well, when the vice president became the vice president, did he become it by virtue of his popularity? No.
He was relatively unknown. Somebody
even a former head of state like President Obasanjo, who stated it clearly in his book that it took the courage of Adamu Muazu, Atiku Abubakar in Adamawa, Yaradua in Katsina, for them to be able to force the hands of Solomon Land, the rest of the whole hierarchy, the whole structure, the roadmap for him to emerge. So when people talk, we understand the political aspect of it, but in reality at party politics level, ask or show money what it takes for someone to just be taken out. Access and secondaries. Party politics is a different ballgame to general elections, because as party politics, whether you want to do it by direct primaries or indirect primaries, it takes a lot of consensus for people to come and say, I have this political capital and I'm willing to invest it on you, for you to emerge. So be that as it may, if the vice president is going to become the vice president, it's not going to be on the basis of how popular he is. It's going to be on the basis of certain persons being comfortable enough for him. And at one point, there will be a need to make certain choices. Because if it's down to it between him and Tinubu, it's going to mean people outside his camp who are going to be able to say, look, we don't want this person, but we want you to be able to go end to end between this is the kind of political structure we are ready to do. And Tinubu he didn't have the restraint not to be able to come out with his ambition. We've seen certain moves last year with Kano to commission project, making it. And if you see now,
Beyond that, even his birthday for
Yes.
2021
was
was
in
held in
Kano.
Kano.
So you can see
For the strategic move.
Abdulmumin Jibril now going everywhere. He has no restraint, no nothing. So the vice president is still looking, still open. Last year, James Abiodun Faleke opened an office there. You have people,
Swaga,
and
comprised of former National Assembly members and the
so,
rest of
so
them in the
you
Southwest.
see such move. So if you're going to dismantle such juggernaut, it's not going to be on the base of destiny.
But you spoke about the vice president political capital too. And the vice president is the
say-
vice president of over 200 million people.
Atiku was once the vice president of about 200 million people.
Let's
but
leave
they
it
didn't
at
get him the
let's leave it at
presidency.
that.